starting with major developments on the Power City front tonight. Nearly 600 locked out union workers will continue to be off the job as the National Labor Relations Board investigates both Exxon and the union. Their votes on whether to decertify the union or not are impounded, which is postponing the results for now. 12 News reporter James Grant has been following this latest development. He joins us live at 6 with more on how they got to this point and walks us through what's next.
Cam, local union rep Brian Gross calls the decision by the NLRB earlier today a positive one, and that the board saw enough in the union's charges to merit looking into them further. According to the National Labor Relations Board, there have been multiple allegations of unfair labor practices filed with its agency, some by the union against Exxon and others by Exxon against the union. So now the NLRB wants to verify what went down.
The Labor Board notified us this morning on the call that they're going to impound the ballots.
Local union rep Brian Gross says the NLRB's decision to postpone the decert vote has to do with this: a claim made by the union that ExxonMobil interfered with the decertification petition. That, he says, is a violation of the National Labor Relations Act.
They've looked at our evidence and looked at our at the affidavits that we've done for them, and they at least believe there's value in at least looking into them further.
Exxon responding tonight, saying in part, "We are confident that the company acted lawfully at all times and that these charges will eventually be dismissed." But Gross says this has not been the case, especially when it comes to the decert petition.
The petition's not supposed to be shared around, passed around on company time. Company equipment's not supposed to be used, like email.
Gross says despite some locked out union members taking up part-time jobs and even some full-time jobs, he still feels like the union has majority support.
We feel like the majority still support us, support our cause, support what we're doing.
Exxon also responding to the NLRB's decision on the decert vote tonight, saying in part, "Today the USW's action not only prevented your voice from being heard, but also denied you an opportunity to end the lockout." Gross says the now almost 8-month long lockout is one of the longest the Golden Triangle has seen, but he says the union remains committed to ending the lockout and getting the workers back to the plant.
It's time to end it, and let's get back to the table, get people back to work.
And Gross says it's unclear just how long it could be until the NLRB counts the decert vote, but he did say that the union reached out to Exxon earlier today about resuming contract talks. Live in Beaumont, James Grant, 12 News.